Okay, in this video we're going to create the head of the doll. Okay, so get your color that you're going to make the body. In this case I used green. So we're going to do it very simply actually. It's kind of like making a hat really. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're going to join it with a slip stitch. Okay, like so. And then we are going to chain 1, and then we're going to turn it. Okay, next in row 1, we're going to do 2 singles in each single. So there's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, okay. Then we're going to join that with a slip stitch. Okay, now you should have this little disc here. Okay, then next for row 2, we're going to do a single increase in every other stitch. So now you might want to get your little marker, because once you start getting the rows going, you'll lose your place, because we're going to do this in continuous rounds, so or pretty soon. So I just like to mark my rows. Okay, so we're going to chain 1. Okay, now we're going to do an increase in every other. So there's 1, and now we're going to do an increase. 1. Increases 2 in every stitch. It is 2 in the stitch. So there's the next one, single. Now we're going to do a single increase. 2. Single. And a single increase. 1, 2. And a single. Okay, now we're going to join here. We're going to join it with a slip stitch. Okay, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn it. Turn your work around. Okay, and now in this one we're going to do a single increase in every other single. Same thing. So we're going to do a single. Get it through there. Single. Single increase. Okay, we're going to do single. Now we're going to do a single increase. Another single. Single increase. Single. Single increase. single, single increase. Okay. Now we're not going to join it. We're just going to continue on to the next row. I know it's a little unorthodox because you joined it in one, not in the other, but this is just how I did it. So we'll just follow the pattern. Okay, and then in row 4, we're going to do a single increase in every other single. Okay, so we're going to do single, a single increase, single, 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 and single increase. Okay, now we're going to join it. Let's make sure I got the right row. Okay, there we go. And we're going to join. Okay, so now you should have this little disc going here. Kind of looks like a little, tiny little Barbie doll hat, I think, actually. Anyway, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn it. Okay? Okay, for row 5, we're just going to do a single all the way around, then we're going to join it with a slip stitch. Oops. I forgot to mark my row. Oh well. That's okay. We'll fix it when I get back to that. I don't want to undo them. It's just better. Once I get so far and I forget to do something, I'm like, oh, well, I'll work around that one. So that's what you do. You work around the problem. If you create a mess, you can fix it later. You know, add another stitch here or add another stitch there, you know, to make it even. On this row, we're just doing singles all the way around. And then I'll just kind of pull that up there so that I can mark my row. All right. Okay, now we're going to join that. Okay, so you should have, it's going to be kind of rounded, kind of like that. Okay, we're going to chain 1. We're not going to turn it. We're just going to go in single continuous rounds. Okay, now you may want to adjust your marker here. Just wrap it around that. That's your first, so that you know that's where your first stitch is. Now we're going to do a single increase in every other single. Single. Single increase. Single. Single increase. Oops. Single, okay. Single increase. single, single increase. Okay, and I'm going to stop here. You're going to continue that all the way to the other end. And then until we get to row 7. And then when you get to row 7, you're going to mark your row, continue around. You're going to do a single in every single. And then I'll meet you back here at the end of row 8, or at the end of row 7, I should say. And then we'll work on row 8. Okay, that was the end of row 7. So now we're on row 8. So we're doing these in continuous rounds now. So what you're going to do is you're going to, for row 8 and 9, you're going to do an increase in every other stitch. Without joining, without chaining one, without turning. It's just going to be continuous rounds. So we're going to do that, and we'll do a single and a single increase. Just like that. Single, single increase for the next 2 rows. So row 8 and 9 is going to be a single increase. And then I'll meet you back here at the end of row 9. Okay, we're on to row 10. We're at the end of row 9 right now. Okay, row 10 is going to be a single in every single. So what you're going to do is you're just going to single in every single. So mark your row and just single all the way around in every single. And then go ahead and finish that. And I will meet you back here at the end of row 10. Then we'll move on to row 11. Okay, we're at the end of row 10. We're going to move on to row 11, 12, and 13. Okay, row 11 is going to be a single decrease in every other stitch. Okay, so we're going to do a single, oops, mark your row. Okay, we're going to do a single and a single decrease. Okay, because the reason we want to do this is we're basically shaping the head right now. So that's why we do increases and then we do decreases to kind of give it that form. So we do a single, then a single decrease, a single, then a single decrease, and then we do a single, and then we do a single decrease. Okay, we're going to do that all the way around this row. Okay, then, and that's row 11. Row 12 and 13, we're just going to do single and each single. So for row 11, this row that we're currently on, we're going to do a single decrease. And then in row 12 and 13, we're just going to do a single in every single. And then I'll meet you back here at the end of row 13. Okay, we're at the end of row 13. So on row 11, you did a single increase. On row 12 and 13, you did a single all the way around. We're at the end of row 13 now. You should have something that kind of looks like this. See, and this is what we wanted it to create, is these little waves here. It's going to give the head like a little shape. So that's why we did the increasing and the decreasing there. So anyway, so now on to row 14. We're going to increase in every third stitch. Now just so you know that when you get to the end, if you end with a single, that's fine. Just end with a single and then start your row over. However it ends, it doesn't really matter. Because it gives it its character, I guess. So anyway, so on row 14, we're going to do an increase in every third. So we'll do, let's mark our row. We'll do a single, then we're going to do a single increase. Okay, now we do a single, and then we do a single increase. Okay, you're going to do that all the way around for the row for row 14. Then we get to row 15. We're going to do a single in every single, and then I'll stop and meet you back here at the end of row 15. I'm probably going to make this head video in like two parts, like I did one of like the body or the shirt. I think I did it in like 3 different parts, but because of time, I just wanted to keep the videos as short as possible. So for row 14, do a single increase in every 3rd stitch. Then row 15, you're going to do a single in every stitch, and then I'll meet you back here at the end of row 15. Okay, we're at the end of row 15. So row 14 was a single, 2 singles, and then a single increase. Row 15 was just a row of singles, and now row 16, we're going to repeat row 14. So we're going to do the same thing we did on row 14. We're going to do 2 singles, then a single increase. So we're going to do a single, single, and then a single increase on this row. Okay, this is row 16. So what you should have by now is something that kind of looks kind of funky like that. And then row 17 and 18, we're going to do single in every single. We're just going to do 2 rows of single for those 2 rows. And then I will end the video here, and then at the end of row 18, and then we'll start up another video, because I want to keep the lengths short for space wise, so that they'll go through on YouTube. Okay. So on row 16, we're going to repeat row 14, which is two singles and then a single increase. Then on row 17 and 18, we're going to do single in each on both of those 2 rows. Okay, and then I'll meet you back here at the end of row 18. Okay, we're at the end of row 18. Okay, and you should have something that kind of looks like this. This is my marker. But you should have something that kind of looks like this, kind of plumped in the middle. Because what's going to happen is you're going to end up doing this. And this is going to be the outside. See how it gave it those little ridges? And we're forming the head. So it's kind of like I think that's the chin, I believe. Or the part that's going to go into the body. And then we're going to work our way up from there. But that's what you should have right now. So for the next, I'm going to end this video here, and then I'll go ahead and, because of time-wise, I don't want the videos to be like extremely long. Otherwise, this video would be like an hour or 2. And I just want to keep them down as short as possible. So we'll end the video here, and then we'll pick up the video. The next video, we'll start with row 19, and then we'll finish off the head. Okay? So stay tuned and start up with row 19 in the next video. Thanks.